All right, guys, welcome back to the shack. And I've had a few people reach out to me about an issue they're having with the xTool S1 when it comes to the really huge stuff on the roller and the chuck. And I've reached out to xTool. I've confirmed this is an issue with my machine as well. And I've reached out to xTool to see if I can get them to address it in the software, because that's really all that would take, would be a little bit of a software tweak to fix the issue. But I'm going to show you what the issue is and kind of show you a way to work around the problem. If that's something you're into, stick around and we're going to get right back. All right, guys, so to see the root of the problem and understand it, it's going to be best if I show you in XCS. And so I'm going to move you down to the computer and take a look at what we got set up here. So here in XCS, guys, as you can see, I've selected laser cylindrical. I do have my chuck installed in the machine and powered up. I've set the diameter in millimeters here to 120. And I can tell you guys, I just got through measuring the clearance on the chuck. It's actually about 125, but there's a limitation in xTool's software that won't let you go to 125. If I try to put 125 in, it will not take it. So we're just going to operate, because let's face it, if the cup's too big to be chucked into the machine or to be physically turned, it doesn't matter what the software does or doesn't. So we're going to work within the parameters that they told us. It looks like I could probably get away with an outside diameter of 125, maybe, but it might scrape the bottom. But 120 looks like it would have, 2.5 millimeters clearance as it rotates on the chuck. That's going to give us a perimeter of 377 for this object. I don't have anything that big, so I'm just showing you what folks have told me they're having problems with, and we're going to work through a way to fix it. So if you look up here, I've set this rectangle at 377, which means that this rectangle here is basically the equivalent of a wrap for an object this size. And you can see that it is well bigger than the work area. So if you put it in the work area, and we'll just put it over here by the laser, and you try to process, it's going to tell you that your graphic is out of the work area. Now, if you're doing if you're doing just a single logo, this isn't going to be a problem for you. But if you're trying to do a longer design, then it will. The only way that I have found to keep this little error from coming up, and like I said, folks have reached out to me and said that they're having this problem. If you go up with this for some reason, you're going to get, and let's say you've got it in at the bottom, but it's out at the top, and you try to process, it's going to tell you it's outside the processing area. But I'm assuming that maybe they did this because they knew it'd be a problem. I don't know why they didn't turn it off both axes. But if you'll get this inside the workable area of your machine here, and then hit the process button, you don't get that warning. So you could also, and I have told folks before I researched this and looked into this, you could also go into Lightburn and modify the size of your work area also for that, and just use Lightburn to do it. But then once I got in here trying to troubleshoot it and recreate the problem they were having, that's when I discovered that if you're OCD like me and you use these little brackets that automatically pop things up and you try to run it, it's not going to let you do it. So you've got to, if you're going to be outside the work area, guys, you got to be in the bottom part of the work area outside, and then it'll actually let you move forward with the design. All right, guys, so just a little tip for you there. If you're having trouble with it and you're trying to figure out how to do oversized objects, which I say oversized, but it is within the working parameters that xTool advertises for their RA2 Pro, and I looked on here just to make sure what they say, and there's the clamping range of the RA2 is 100 millimeters. But a lot of cups have taper. Some of them have smaller ends so they fit in cup holders. So that was an issue for people that were trying to do the really big tumblers. And like I said, I was going to do a video showing how to go in Lightburn and work around it. But once I got in there testing it, I did find out that as long as you go to the bottom of the work area, it'll let you do it. It just doesn't tell you you can do that. So, little quick tip for you for the xTool S1. I hope this helps. If it does, be sure to hit the subscribe button and maybe give me a thumbs up, comment, let me know if you're running this problem and this helped you get it fixed. But till next time, guys, be safe and have a good day.